Hello, my lovely Cancers. This is Kate the Great, and you are watching Joan of Arc Tarot. Today is your day, and this is your reading. Actually, it is nighttime for all of us nighttime dwellers, and I'd like you to put 8 in the comments below to claim this reading as your own, okay? And if you're looking for a private reading from myself or from my beautiful squawk, Grandpa Munster, aka Count Dracula, you can do that at joanofarctarot.info. What I love about you, Cancer, is you are a homebody, but the Cancers that I know, they have the most lovely and beautiful homes, and they are the best host and hostesses in the world, on the planet. But I do want to say that they always have the coolest things planned. They always have the most wonderful agenda. If you come visit them, they always have a million things planned that they want to do with you because they want to share their home. They want to share their hometown. They want to share the fun things that they do in their circle, in their pond, so to speak. I guess in their tide pool, my beautiful little crabs. So today, let's see what your tarot is going to be. Oh, look at that. Page of Cups. We have a lot of cups this week, a lot of emotions. Aw. Speaking of little tide pools and aquariums, and look at that beautiful. That does remind me of a Cancer I visited in Crescent City. I love the little goldfish in the bowl. Look at that. I wonder if he's going to release him or if he's giving him a special home. We will find out, I guess, in the Choose Your Own Adventure Tarot deck. Here we are. This is the guidebook that comes with the deck. It's relatively new, although Choose Your Own Adventure is not, my favorite being the one about the Mayans and the aliens. I will be at Area 51 and Area 52 on August 1st if you are in California. And if you are an alien enthusiast, I think this is a recommended stop for you because they do specialize in a lot of alien merchandise as well as some wonderful vintage pieces, and they do a lot of consignment with local artists. I try to get a little bit of everything when I visit. I am definitely excited to be vending with them at their very first craft show. There's going to be a lot of crafts, and I believe I might be the only reader there. So I do hope you come visit me. And I believe I will be able to bring Grandpa Munster if you want to talk to the squawk in person. Again, if you want to talk to him anyway on a Zoom call, we can arrange that on joanofarctarot.info. I'm so sorry if I misspoke that at the beginning. I will try to remember to put it in the chat correctly. All right, let's go to Page of Cups. In the Page of Cups, we have, here we go. Let me get my glasses on because I read the original Choose Your Own Adventures. I will not give away my age just yet. Eventually. Okay, Page of Cups. Carrying a small fish, the Page of Cups offers an invitation on a secluded beach. The favorite place for a Cancer. A secluded beach, away from civilization, all cozy in your sand. Upright, there is an invitation back to innocence and sweetness here. Childlike wonder and optimism encourage you to seek new relationships. Cancers always are able to make a lot of good friends. But the best of friends, they keep to themselves. That's for sure. Reversed. Now, in the 90s, I used to do tarot with a bunch of artists in San Diego. We had a marvelous time. We worked at a bookstore and we would stay out till 2 in the morning at the coffee houses, particularly the living room. The living room in San Diego is still open pretty late if you're in the San Diego region. It's just a wonderful little place. Hard to find parking, so you might have to park and walk, but they do have some very good coffee. My favorite one being the Rocky Road. I cannot have that any longer because it has things and ingredients in there that I do not do well with anymore. But every so often I'll go in and anyway and say, what the heck? I can't do that anymore. Anyway, reversed, we used to say this was your inner journey. So I'm going to go ahead and read from the reverse. The artist made some wonderful insights, I think, for this card. Reversed, instead of holding on to childlike wonder, there is childish behavior. A lack of self love and self confidence is leading you to act out or have tantrums. immaturity is preventing you from moving forward on your journey. That is not a knock at you, Cancer. Not in the slightest. I believe we all are prone to a little bit of tantrum when things don't go our way. And Cancers make such wonderful, lovely schedules. And if everybody would just go with the flow, everything would work out fine. But people seem to want to do their own thing all the time, Cancer. I'm not kidding you. And they don't listen to you. But you know best. A lot of my wonderful spiritual friends are Cancers. They're amazing manifestors. I have never seen them work with sigils so, so completely. I think I started that sentence wrong. I've never seen anybody ever work a sigil like a Cancer. So, and I'm sure that everybody out there, all the signs have their wonderful talents, and there's probably wonderful sigil, creators in all of the signs. I am becoming quite a crack sigil creator myself, but Cancer is my oh my. Whenever I want protection on a travel trip, I go to a Cancer, and they send me a sigil, and for the most part, I'd say I've been very protected on my trips, and I hope that continues to be true. Cancer, it's okay to feel self-conscious, but know that you're the big doo-doo in the pond. Okay, you have no reason to be self-conscious. You have no reason, but if you do feel like you want to revert to childlike ways, why not? Take a stroll on the beach, put your toes in the sand, collect some fish in the tide pool and release them back into the tide pool, and be very careful when you're ever like touching obviously wild animals. I don't have to get into any of this. I'm sure everybody's smart enough to understand the spiritual, you know, the spiritual message I'm trying to give you. Do something for you. Do something that connects you with your soul. And I'm going to give you an assignment. If you can find a beach, walk on that beach and collect shells. Okay? Collect them. Find a shell. I'll give you even a more specific assignment. For bonus, find a shell with a hole in it. And this week, wear it as a necklace. And I actually want to hear not just Cancers, but also the cross watchers. If you do happen to go to the beach and find a shell this week with a hole in it, and you wear it as a necklace, I want to know. I want to know if this resonated or hit somebody special. You might not even think of it. You might be on the beach and think, that Kate the Great and that squawk Grandpa Munster, aka Count Dracula, told me this week to find a shell. And you might even be thinking about it at the time, but you're walking on the beach by yourself or with your friends and having a good old time, and you'll find it and you'll think of this. You will. It's very good luck, and it's actually a very ancient spiritual symbol for many cultures. Thank you so much for joining me today, Cancer. I hope you have a splendid time. There's nothing wrong with staying home and being cozy in your cozy blanket. But do something for your soul outside in nature this week, okay? And if you don't have a beach nearby, I know lots of us are landlocked. I know this. So how about you, if you are not on the beach or near a body of water, just take a walk. Collect something in nature that that you can come home and put on your altar. A pine cone, a pine needle, or just create something. Maybe paint a picture of a shell with a hole in it, because I know there's a lot of artists out there that can do an amazing job at manifesting just through painting in their art, and that'll connect you to your inner child as well. Okay, I hope this resonated with you, and I will see you next week. Bye, Cancer.